today we are back with another review, and today we got a very special one that I've been waiting on for a while now. We have the Legends of Lucha Libre Roosh. Very excited to crack into this. This figure has been a year. I've been waiting on this. Just check the date. It was April 2nd, 2025 when I pre-ordered this figure. So almost a year to the date. We've been waiting on this figure. And man, I've been so excited about this. I love Roosh. I think he is awesome. And if the rumors are true about the AEW and Jazzwares figures, and this is, and that line is dead, this may be the only Roosh figure that we ever get, so very glad that I pre-ordered this because I love Roosh. I think he's great, and I really wanted a figure of him, so very glad that we got this in. So let's take a look at the packaging. So here we got the top, and it's got like a J hook there, more of an L hook, I guess, something like that. And we got the figure itself there with all the accessories and stuff. Little picture of Roosh there, Roosh on the side. Pretty much the same exact box as the Vampiro. If you haven't watched that review, definitely go check that out. Legends of Lucha Libre there by Boss Fight Studios. I always order these through Boss Fight Studios because they're the ones that make them, and I see people that get them from either Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store, and they always get theirs before, so maybe I need to start ordering through them instead of Boss Fight. But anyway, picture of Roosh there, Legends of Lucha Libre, and then we got the back here with some stats of Roosh there, and then some pictures of the figure itself, and then we got I don't know what that says, but there's that collector series, whatever that is, and then we got the rest of the figures in the set. Now I will say, I don't think when the Vampiro was released of like this style that they went to GameStop. Now the basic ones that they did, I don't remember what they called it, Fanaticos I think is what they called them, those went to GameStop. I do not think these are going to. So we got Dragon Lee there. I went back and forth on if I wanted that Dragon Lee. I still might pick it up eventually. We got Jalistico. All these guys are brothers, so pretty cool to have all the brothers in the one set there. We got that there, and then Roosh and Legends of Lucha Libre there, Boss Fight Studios, all that good stuff. So the packaging looks sick. The figure itself looks sick. I'm so excited to crack this figure out of the packaging and see if it's any good. I love this Vampiro figure, man. The Boss Fight Studios Vampiro figure, I love this figure, man. I don't talk about it a lot because it doesn't really go with anything else, but man, great figure. I do not like the butterfly joint style that they have here with like this little ring. I don't like that. So the Roosh does have that, but hopefully it's not as bad. You can kind of notice it more with the Vampiro because of the tattoos, but yeah, so let's crack Roosh out of his packaging and take a look at him. All right, so let's go ahead and look over this figure, man. Just moving this thing around a little bit. I like it. I will say that it is a little tight. Probably might have to add some heat to this figure to get it to pose around really good. But man, this figure looks incredible. Like torso, the face, all of that looks so realistic. Like I guess whatever brushing they did and sculpting on the chest and the face just looks incredible. Like this looks like Roosh. I mean, this looks like a shrunk down version of him. Just really cool. I mean, it looks awesome. Wouldn't mind if Boss Fight took over that AEW licensing. Hoping somebody does. So here we got the head sculpt again. Looks incredible. Looks just like Roosh. Really like the texture in the hair and everything. Looks super good. I think it looks just like him. The torso choice I think is awesome. These butterfly joints feel great. They don't feel super loose or like they're gonna pop out like the Vampiro ones. They feel super tight and nice. The elbow joints are a little too tight for my liking, so might have to add some heat to those to kind of get those moving around. But the torso, you know, you can bend them down pretty good. Not much of an ab, like a regular ab crunch, but is what it is. But yeah, man, this figure just looks great. Like already just looks awesome. We got the sculpted gauntlets there with the bull skull. I hate this. I'm very bummed about this, the hole in the back. That is not on the Vampiro figure, so that is something that they did with the Faniticos line, and I don't know if they did them with any of the other ones, but the Vampiro, as you can see, does not have that. So hate that they did that with this. I'm not happy about that, but other than that, everything else I really, really like with this figure. So let's go down into the trunks. We got the bullhorn there. We got the Lefaction and Gobernob, and you know, that thing on the back there. Now I will say, when I opened this figure, this knee pad, let me see if I can, yeah. So this popped off when I opened the figure like that. So may have to add a little bit of super glue to that, but I mean, it pops right back on. And it hasn't popped off since, but when I opened the figure, it popped off. So, oh, there it goes. Now it's popping off. So yeah, probably gonna have to add some super glue to that. Hopefully I can do that without messing up bending the knee. I'm kind of nervous about that, but I may have to try something there, because that I can't have that popping off every time I bend the knee. Kind of feels like that knee's gonna break, man. Don't know about that, man. That's kind of concerning, so we'll see about that. But yeah, as soon as I opened the box, that like popped off, and it scared me, because I thought like the boot, like the I don't know, man. I thought something broke or something. It made me nervous. So we got the knee pads there. Look really good. Then we go down into the tassels. We got the white tassels there with the white boots. Just super, super sick looking. Now, the other thing that I'm kind of worried about with this figure is he seems a little small, like scale-wise. He looks a little small, so we're gonna, before we look over accessories real quick, I just gotta check the scale, man, because he does look very tiny. And I don't think Roosh is that small, man. I mean, he's probably not a super tall guy, but I don't think he's, you know, super short. We can get him to stand there. There we go. Let's see, who would be somebody good scale-wise for him? Let's do Dom, because I feel like Dom and him probably about the same height. Maybe this Dom figure might be a little too tall. Yeah, that scaling issue isn't great. So there he is with Dom. Let's see, the Brawn Breaker is almost perfect scale, I feel like. So let's take a look at the Brawn Breaker. Up to him. Yeah. No, that scale's a little too small for me, man. I don't like that. Don't know what happened, man. They seemed like they got, yeah, look at that. He is way too small. It seemed like the scale was doing really good, especially with like the Vampiro. The Vampiro, I feel like the scale was like perfect. Maybe he's a little tall, but Vampiro is kind of a taller guy, I feel like. Yeah, look at that, man. He just towers over the Vampiro, or the Roosh figure. Yeah, not happy about that. Not happy about that scale, but it is what it is. I think that we can make it work. Just does kind of suck that he is a little smaller. So yeah, let's go over accessories. So he does get the Lefaction and Gobernobre, something like that, man. And this is a non-Velcro shirt, so we'll have to kind of see how this goes onto the figure, but looks a little small, honestly. I don't know if it's going to fit well, but we are going to try that here in a second. We do get some fists, thank God, and then we do get some open hands also here. And then we get this head sculpt, which is really, really sick. The bull mask, really, really cool. And then the back's kind of open, so his hair can come through. He wears this on his entrance. Just a really, really cool sculpt. I think it looks, again, looks like Roosh, even in the mask. So really cool there. So let's go ahead and pop this head sculpt off. It popped off very easily. Ooh, and that popped on really nice, really easy, super nice. There we go. Look at that. Really, really sick, man. Super cool with the bullhorn mask. I like that a lot. So we got that there. Pop that back off. Pops off very easily. Let me leave that head off, and we're gonna try to put this shirt on. I also feel like this shirt is gonna stain this figure, man. I don't know why, but it looks like it is going to stain the hell out of this figure. So Might not leave this t-shirt on there long. Let's see. Okay, almost got it here. Not too bad to put it on, just kind of had to finagle it a little bit. There we go. And we got that. Put the head back on here. There we go. I think this head sits maybe a little tad too low on the torso, but there is the t-shirt on there. Fits pretty good, man, actually. I was worried it was going to be too small, but I think it fits pretty well, actually. Looks pretty good. L'affection and the logo on the back. Yeah, super sick, man. I like this a lot. I am bummed about the scaling, but I am glad to have a Ruche figure that's semi, look at that, super sick, semi in the same scale as Mattel's and Jazzwares figures. So I will take it, take what we can get, honestly, because like I said, oh, these are also removable, so if you wanted to remove the gauntlets, you could, if you wanted to take those off. So yeah, like I said, man, I mean, I don't think that AEW Jazzwares Ruche is coming anytime soon. Just doesn't look good, doesn't look like we are going to be getting that figure anytime soon. What the hell is this fist? Are they both like that? What in the hell? Weird. So look at the way these fists are. I don't know if you can see this, but normally the peg to like move these up and down is not there. It's normally here, right? This one is here. Don't love that. That is very bizarre. You can't really move the hand up. Yeah, you can't really move that hand up. That's bizarre. This one's like that too, so weird. I don't think the Vampiro's like that. No. Why are they changing stuff, man? Leave it the same. You guys did so good with the Vampiro, and now you're changing stuff? Well, this one's like that, but the fist isn't like that. Weird. Yeah, don't change stuff, man. Keep it the same. So, yeah, I like this figure, though, man. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the character, and I think this figure looks a hell of a lot like the character on TV, so that is a win in my book. So I think that is going to do it for this Ruche review of the Balls Fight Studios Legends Lucha Libre Ruche. Definitely pick this figure up. I think it's still on the website. I think you can still get it, so definitely get it. I have to, man, I still got to pre-order that Ultimo Dragon, the you know, like Supreme version of the Ultimo Dragon, so got to do that soon. But that is going to do it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if not, you mess with the bull, you get the horns.